This week on the GINNI Show, my guest is mortgage professional and fellow podcast host, Jeff Van Note. Jeff is someone who's always on the go. He's got 4 businesses that he runs and he's got a lot on his plate, including raising an adorable little 1-year-old son. And when you're on the go, you have to know where to go and how to get there efficiently. You've got to know your strengths.
I knew my strength was going out and meeting people, and I knew my weakness was paperwork. And you always have to hire somebody to handle what you're not good at if you're the breadwinner. So that's kind of how I just became aware of hey, I know I'm really good at this and I'm going to focus on doing this. And it's not that I'm terrible at something else. I just know that my time is not best spent doing that.
And this makes sense, right? I mean, after all, time is money, and it's also our most valuable asset. However, your job, your profession or career, it's not the only place where you can acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses. Most of the time, when you're done with work for the day, there's still more work to be done. And that work is the personal work. The kind of work that's hard to squeeze in the regular 9 to 5 or whatever business hours you find yourself on the grind. Trying to work on yourself can be a whole other job in itself. Working on yourself can just mean making sure you have the time for the people that you love, time for self-care, and just time to make sure that you're happy and care about what you're actually doing. Jeff realized this earlier this year when he broke his ankle.
When I broke my ankle last August, I started meditating. I first started meditating for everyone else's safety around me.
Right.
But it actually was a blessing in disguise and actually molded me to be the person that I'm sitting here today talking about. All right. So when I first wake up in the morning, if I wake up at 6:20, let's say, play around with my son in bed for 10 minutes, and then he gets up and goes and does what he has to do with his mother. And I usually meditate for anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours every morning when I wake up.
Through meditation, Jeff started to focus more on himself. And through focusing on himself, he was able to make sure not just his career was well off, but life outside of his career was well off too.
I believe if you want something bad enough, you have to figure out yourself and what you need in order to get there.
Make sure you tune in this week to hear more about Jeff Van Note, his meditation journey, and how he keeps himself busy and calm at the same time.